Is there somebody out here or what?
I'm dizzy, but I just don't know.
It feels like electricity.
So this is the third year in a row the band Murder by Death has come up to the Stanley Hotel for a huge concert weekend.
Whoa! This hotel lately has gotten to me.
This has never happened before.
Totally weird, but do you see anything? Very weird. It's just I've been like very conscious to like not scratch.
Oh, there's
like,
a total scratch right there.
Because I've been like patting it like that.
Go to where you think that you were feeling it.
Right. It just burns.
It's like
What?
3 inches long.
There's 3.
Now when it comes to scratches, Hollywood and a lot of other investigators might have you believe that scratches are a very significant source of energy for a spirit, it's harmful, and that implies that it's some sort of a negative entity that's doing the scratching. I take a little bit more of an open-minded approach here at the Stanley Hotel, and sometimes I think that just a spirit trying to reach out, make contact with us, and touch one of us can sometimes go a little accidentally extreme, and they can accidentally scratch us. And I think that seemed to be more likely the case, especially given that we didn't have any other signs that suggested that there's something negative in the hallway.
Is there really no flashlight activity?
The flashlight turned on.
That one down there went off while I was showing you all this. But it's not burning as bad anymore.
It's scratch that usually lasts.
The funny thing was, as soon as we acknowledged those scratches and the burning sensation, it went away. Like, it didn't hurt anymore. And to me, that means that it wasn't, like malevolent or anything bad. I think it was someone trying to get my attention, and that was the way they knew how. I don't think they had negative intentions, especially because the pain stopped once we finally gave them the attention they were seeking.
It's confusing.
And the fact that like I was making sure to not scratch because I didn't want to like.
Well, I kind of passed it off like 4 or 5 times, but you said something.
Yeah, I was like, it is freaking burning. Like it's really.
Now this is something that is not at all normal for the Stanley Hotel. We don't know where it came from. We don't know who it was, but honestly, that's probably the first, maybe second time I've seen evidence of physical contact. Both times it has been in the basement of the concert hall down there, but there definitely was some sort of interaction there because we could clearly see exactly what Michelle was describing feeling on her back. There was a scratch there.
Though the flashlight interaction started off as relatively compelling, with the flashlights turning on and off, specifically on request, they did start to die off a little bit after that, as the flashlights tend to do. After that, we decided to finally break ground on a new experiment that we've been thinking about doing for a number of years. It's been so long that this thought's been in our head that I'm not sure if we came up with it or if we got it from someone else through conversation at one point, but we decided to take a spirit box and modify the procedure a little bit.
Instead of the entire team listening to the spirit box on the speaker, we decided to just have one person listen to it through headphones. That way, only one person was getting the responses and they couldn't hear the questions being asked.
Can you tell Carl what color my shoes are?
I plugged in the spirit box first, listening on FM stations, and I heard very little. That's normally the best way to listen to it, live with a group through a speaker, but we decided after I listened to maybe switch it over to AM and see if anything came through clearer. Michelle gave it a shot, and she did hear more words, but we weren't quite getting the consistency that we were hoping for, so we decided to give Connor a shot on the spirit box. That's when we started getting the most compelling results.
Hey. Let me see if that's you. Hey.
Hey Connor, question real quick.
What?
Was that you?
Just said what really well.
So right off the bat, I asked Connor, I said, hey Connor, I got a quick question for you real quick before we start. It was almost a comical response because it sounded like the spirit was responding for Connor to my control question to see if Connor could hear us at all.
What was your question for Connor?
Well, it was just a test to see if he could hear. Is this a spirit with a sense of humor right now? No, Connor, actual question real quick. Cool.
Got.
Who scratched Michelle? Tell Connor through the spirit box.
Scared.
Were you reaching out to Michelle for help because you're scared? Was scratching Michelle meant in a
Comfort.
negative way or positive way?
That was really clear.
Do you want us to stay?
Her.
You want Michelle to stay? By herself?
Sure.
I don't like this, guys.
Why do you want Michelle to stay by herself?
4 things.
There was a certain degree of attention on Michelle throughout the experiment, though, that led us to think that she might have had a familial family member or friend spirit hanging out with her.
What's Mark's friend's name again?
Mark's friend's name?
Yeah, who?
It's me.
Jared.
Jared?
That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
All day.
Jared, if this is you, I know you don't know me, I'm Carl. But if you're coming through this clearly with this much consistency, we really have to hear your name or your nickname.
His name was Stubby.
Yo.
How did you die?
Scary.
Why was it scary?
It sounded like evil. Just the messenger here. That was me. Speaking.
What's evil?
Connor, the investigator in the hallway. Not the ghost. Okay, now I'm going back into listening to the ghost. Now.
What's evil?
Connor said now, not the ghost. Now.
Stop it.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Who told?
I did.
410.
Oh my god, that is weird. That is weird. The funny thing about it was, I think I know who that spirit is, and I think it's a familial spirit, meaning someone that I was close to when they were living, and I think it was my friend back from Texas. The reason why I think it could be my friend is because we had these really specific responses coming through. For example, it said, "Who told?" And right away, as I was thinking about that friend, it said that. And so I knew it was directed at me, and I said, it was me. And it replied before 10, which definitely means something to me. I don't really want to elaborate on it, but it was so specific that I knew it had to be him.
Is there anything we should know about this concert hall and investigating here and the spirits that are here?
Safe here.
Safe here?
Pride.
You proud to be a spirit here? Are you proud of this place?
Very.
Are you a new spirit here? And you're excited to be a spirit of the Stanley?
Did you come here because you like The Shining?
Sort of.
Can you sing Endless?
Fading.
Would you like us to let you go?
Now here's the thing to keep in mind. I can't hear anything that they're saying. All I'm getting is this radio interference over and over again, and it's almost melodic and sort of hypnotizing in your head as you're listening to this. It's a very bizarre experience that if you're an investigator, I invite you to try yourself at home, especially with some big, loud, noise-canceling headphones. You can't hear anything, and I'm saying the words that I'm hearing coming across, simply being the messenger. It wasn't until later that I went back and watched that session that I was impressed with the words that I was hearing, because the spirits, for whatever reason, decided to talk to me or through me through this device. So pretty impressive stuff, and it's something we decided to continue trying.
Thank you for talking to us.
Yes, thank you.
Easy.
We'll be
Alright.
back.
See you Saturday.
Sorry, dude.
Alright. I'm gonna take these out now. Whoever's been talking with me, thank you. Whoever's been talking through this device, thank you, I should say. Good night.
Connor, that was weird, man.
Dude, we had a whole conversation right there.
With me not knowing what you were saying.
You had no idea what we were saying.
Really?
I mean,
And we
like,
just
it
had
was
an
like,
entire
ask a
conversation.
question 1 second, sort of. Like,
Really?
Like, you'll have to watch this playback tonight, dude, but like, it's insane.
Our first results with this experiment were very compelling. It was way better than we expected, and so we decided to keep coming back for the next couple of weeks, giving this experiment a try to see if we could find even more consistency, pushing us past this idea of coincidence.
Later on, the experiment only got better and more interactive and more impressive.
And we found some amazing stuff.